Hello everyone, welcome and thank you very much for joining me here on IPO Market Watch. My name is Mike and IPO Market Watch has now surpassed 70,000 subscribers. So we're at 70,000 plus, going to 71,000. My channel cannot grow without you guys. It cannot grow without subscribers. It cannot grow with you subscribing to my YouTube channel. So it is a huge honor to see that you have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. It's awesome. Thank you. And who knows, maybe by the end of this year, we'll hit 100,000 subscribers, which would be awesome. This YouTube channel started in late 2022, and we're already headed towards 100,000. I think it's awesome. I'm very happy. I couldn't ask for anything more than that. Okay, everyone. So this YouTube video is going to mention 3 stocks. The one, which I'll mention right away in the beginning of this video as we start to go to the 3 stocks. The one, I've already mentioned it to you guys, and it's already gone up over 30% since last time I mentioned it to you guys. I'll say it again, but now we have to be really, extremely careful. Now it's getting very dangerous. All right, so let me explain what I mean. The other 2 are awesome, in my opinion. The one is under $2, and the other one's at $2 and something. All right, so let's get started. So the first one is AGMH. I've already done a YouTube video about 3 days ago. And when I did that YouTube video 3 days ago, the stock was trading at 8 cents. But I had told you guys that if you were in my Discord on April 24th, 2025, as you can see, I had posted a screenshot for AGMH at 4 cents, let's say 5 cents. It was 0.049. It was in the after hours. And I said specifically, could move more than likely to 10, 20 cents. Guys, right now in pre-market, at the time of me recording this YouTube video, right now, at the time of me recording this YouTube video, guys, it's at 18 cents, as you can see. Get it? I'm not promoting penny stocks. Overall, on my Discord, there's a dedicated channel for long-term investment, for exchange-traded funds, for dividends. There's a value portfolio that you can follow, which is beating the market. The market, S&P 500, for example, is down 6% this year, and my value portfolio is positive year to date. So AGMH now is dangerous. Let me repeat that for anyone new who's watching this. You know, I personally never chased something that has gone up 300% already. Run. So the next 2 stocks I want to talk about, RZLV, as you can see here, and THAR. Now, RZLV, I've actually talked about it in my most recent YouTube video that I did 3 days ago. And since that YouTube video went live, up until now, RZLV has gained over 20-30% already. Why am I talking about RZLV Rezolve AI again, since I talked about it 3 days ago? 3 days ago, I sort of mentioned it lightly, but I didn't really go into too much details. I said it was they provided some AI service for e-commerce, and that's pretty cool and all that. It's not all about that. Because if it was all about that, we'd be in trouble. ChatGPT could, who knows, maybe come up with some kind of partnership with Shopify. I don't know if that even exists. Do they have a partner? I don't know. Does ChatGPT have a partnership with Shopify? Let me know in the comment section below, because I didn't look that up, but I just thought about it. Yeah. If that happens, obviously that's like the coffin for Rezolve AI, right? Who can compete with ChatGPT? But what I like about Rezolve AI is that they don't offer just e-commerce solution as far as, go on the website and find a product. There's a lot more to it, and their large language model doesn't depend on ChatGPT. They have their own. All right, so that's independent, so that's awesome. Now, I mentioned that I bought RZLV at $1.68, and if you were in my Discord, you would have known about it. Right now in pre-market, it's at $2.37, right? I even did a YouTube video about it 3 days ago when it was trading like at $2.09. So it's a $2.37, huge gains either way, if you were in the Discord or not, if you watch my YouTube video. So my personal price target for Rezolve AI is $4. Does that mean that I would sell RZLV if it hit $4? No, I would not. Or I'll consider it. We'll see. But that's where I would need to get to before I make any decisions or whether I continue to hold this or not. Most likely I will hold it because my personal belief is if the company hits their target, which they said that they would make in 2025 $100 million in revenue, then you know what? We got ourselves here a diamond. $30 trillion is the addressable market for e-commerce. But Rezolve AI, guys, is showing immense potential, even though it has gone up over like 60% since the first time I talked about it over on the Discord, and over 30% or 20% since the last time I talked about it, which was 3-4 days ago on my previous YouTube video. Rezolve's proprietary AI products are transforming, they say, digital retail engagement, validated by strong usage and stats, which we now know. We didn't know this before, but now we know, right? And they also have a partnership with Microsoft, Google, and Tether. They have a partnership with Tether, which is pretty cool. And they project an annual $100 million in revenue just to begin with, and they projected this year in 2025. Now, if you look at the market cap of Rezolve AI, it's around $450 million market cap or more. Rezolve AI at $100 million revenue compared to the market cap and all the other things you want to look at is going to be trading at 6.5 times projected sales multiple. A 6.5 times projected sales multiple sounds high, right? Not high enough when you look at Lemonade, not high enough when you look at BBAI, which most of you would love to get into, and you don't have a problem with that, or UPST, which is a great company, explodes all the time and then goes back down and explodes all the time. Upstart, right? Has done many awesome moves. Or SoundHound, nobody had a problem with that. Did you know that those trade anywhere from 7, 8 to 22x forward PS projected sales multiples? That's high. That's a lot higher than Rezolve AI, and Rezolve AI has an immense total addressable market ahead of it. How can it succeed? It can succeed with Brain Commerce, which is their AI-powered conversational commerce platform that leverages their brain power to create a natural and interactive shopping experience for customers. I'm not so excited about that, to be honest. I mean, it's cool, it's awesome, and if it works and brings in revenue, great. You know, there's some people may not like that. Some people may like the good old classic way, which I still do. You know, like if I'm looking for, let's say, to shop for shoes, then I can click on the subcategories. I want sneakers. I want, color white. I want size 45. That's good enough for me. I don't need to interact with AI to do that. But they also have something else. They have their Brain Checkout, which I really like that. So the Brain Checkout solution is designed to provide customers with an effortless purchasing and payment experience. It will recognize shoppers. It will allow businesses to customize the checkout journey for each individual. It's pretty cool. So that I'm very excited about. So that's what I wanted to say, touch on that a little bit on Rezolve AI. So yesterday I told my members that I would buy ticker symbol THAR at $1.32, which I did. Why did I get in THAR? Right now in pre-market it's already up. It's at $1.40, so super excited about that. You know what? Let me know how many times you've heard the US president, right? President Donald Trump, how many times has he addressed the issue about fentanyl?
Under my leadership, we took the drug and fentanyl crisis head on, and we achieved the first reduction in overdose deaths. In less than 2 months since I took office, the DEA and FBI have seized nearly 1 million deadly doses of fentanyl, and that's just the beginning.
He is not going to allow China to continue to source and distribute deadly fentanyl into our country.
How bad drugs are for you. How bad they are. They ruin your look, they ruin your face, they ruin your skin, and ruin your teeth.
On stage, we have, this is 180 kilograms. It represents, not real, of fentanyl, okay? So this represents 1 kilo of fentanyl. In its pure form, this 1 kilo can kill 500,000 people.
So the first news that got me excited about this stock is this, which came out on April 28, 2025, and says Tharimmune advances TH104 for prophylaxis, right? Prophylaxis to protect against weaponized fentanyl and other high potency opioids following positive FDA feedback. Well, the FDA basically said that there is no additional clinical trials needed. They don't need any additional clinical trials from Tharimmune. They're ready to go for the new drug application, right? And this came out on April 28, 2025. In my personal opinion, and Tharimmune is, has a really low float, and he also has a low shares outstanding. If I'm correct me, if I'm wrong. Last time I checked, their shares outstanding were under 3 million, and so was the free float. So that's also working in our favor. Feedback from the FDA indicates that the agency believes that the company has gathered sufficient evidence to support the safety and efficacy of the drug for its intended use. Urgent need for national security, the company says. All right, so in the press release, it emphasizes the urgent need for this countermeasure due to national security threat posted by weaponized fentanyl. In the near future, in the later part of this year, we're gonna get more news coming out as far as the new drug application, all that stuff, and and the stock will start moving up, or it'll start moving up already. So that's just the way I'm thinking about it. It is a high risk. This is a very tiny, small pharmaceutical company with basically no revenue, so the risks are insane. If you've traded, if you've had experience with pharmaceutical stocks, you've been burned. Everybody has gotten burned by pharmaceutical stocks. They're like the crypto of the stock market. The significant regulatory milestone underscores the urgent need for specified medical countermeasures highlighted in a recent market assessment. So that market assessment, guys, is this, which is pretty much 13 pages. Now, I'm not going to go over this 13 pages because you're going to click out of the video, or you're gonna fall asleep on the screen, and I don't know if I'm talking to just a bunch of people falling asleep, right? And I made this image right here. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't make it. ChatGPT made it. Whatever. Market assessment, prophylactic opioid countermeasures in the United States, strategic national stockpile for military personnel and chemical incident responders, and blah blah blah. But what it goes on to say is that the concurrently, the United States faces a growing threat from high-potency synthetic opioids such as fentanyl and its numerous analogs. Basically, the company Tharimmune says that they identified market gaps. They call them market gaps and opportunities, and that's what they're moving with. They said that there is a market gap in the civilian market development that they can address, in the strategic national stockpile that they can address. Obviously, they have to get the drug first approved, but okay, these are the market gaps that they address. Doesn't mean that they will fulfill them. Product differentiation and innovation. They think their product will be better than what is out there in the markets right now. And regulatory approval. Regulatory approval is obviously going to be huge. So with all that being said, that's it. That's the YouTube video. I think that Rezolve AI is pretty cool. I think that with Rezolve AI, I have a much higher success rate if I go long on that one. As far as Tharimmune, I'm pretty much moving with the news now, and I really don't think that I would like to hold it for a long term, but we'll see. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm moving with the news now. If the stock can move up, maybe I can put a stop loss at some point and don't need to stress about it and just let it ride, or not, I'll still finish profitable. So that's what I want to let you know. If you want to join our Discord, you can. It's through Patreon, so you'd have to sign up on Patreon, or if you don't want to go through Patreon, you can go through the YouTube paid membership. Both of those, whether Patreon or whether you sign up as a YouTube paid member, they both lead to the Discord. So that's how you can support my YouTube channel if you want, or if you just if you want to join just so you can gain access to our powerful tools that we have, because that's the tools that we use to get ahead. You can join us. Thank you very much for watching this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, share my videos if you want, and wish you guys all the best. Take care.